The United States of America, home to Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and some of the biggest companies in the world. But how did the US become the world's largest economy? Was it innovation, resources, or sheer determination? Let's take a deep dive into America's economic rise. Before the Industrial Revolution, America's economy was primarily agrarian. In the 18th and early 19th centuries, most Americans were farmers, relying on agriculture as their main source of income. The southern states depended heavily on plantations that produced cotton, tobacco, and sugar, while the north focused on small-scale farming, trade, and early manufacturing. The American colonies thrived on exports of raw materials such as timber, fur, and tobacco to Europe. The transatlantic trade connected America to global markets, with a heavy reliance on enslaved labor in the South. The early banking system and the establishment of the US dollar laid the groundwork for financial growth. The Louisiana Purchase, 1803, and westward expansion opened vast new lands for farming and resource extraction. However, this pre-industrial economy had limitations. Transportation was slow, markets were localized, and large-scale production was nearly impossible. But everything was about to change with the Industrial Revolution. America's economic journey started in the late 19th century during the Industrial Revolution. The expansion of railroads, steel production, and manufacturing helped turn the U.S. from an agricultural society into an industrial powerhouse. Entrepreneurs like Andrew Carnegie in steel, John D. Rockefeller in oil, and Henry Ford in automobiles transformed industries and set the stage for economic dominance. The Homestead Act of 1862 encouraged westward expansion, leading to more land for agriculture and industrial growth. Immigration provided a steady workforce, fueling rapid industrialization. Urbanization led to the rise of major cities, increasing demand for goods and services. The two world wars played a crucial role in boosting the American economy. While Europe was devastated by war, America's industries thrived by supplying weapons, vehicles, and goods. By the end of World War II, the U.S. emerged as the world's leading industrial power. The post-war boom, fueled by mass production, consumer demand, and suburban expansion, skyrocketed the economy to new heights. The Marshall Plan helped rebuild European economies, creating new markets for American goods. The GI Bill provided education and housing for returning soldiers, boosting the middle class. The birth of the automobile and airline industries further expanded economic growth. Innovation has always been at the heart of America's growth. The space race in the 1960s pushed advancements in technology, leading to incredible breakthroughs in computing and telecommunications. Later, the rise of Silicon Valley introduced the world to giants like Apple, Microsoft, and later Google and Amazon, solidifying the U.S. as a global leader in technology. The establishment of research universities such as MIT and Stanford fostered technological innovation. Government investments in defense and space programs led to developments in computing and the internet. The deregulation of industries in the 1980s and 1990s encouraged competition and new business models. The US dollar became the global reserve currency after World War II, strengthening America's financial dominance. The establishment of global trade agreements, multinational corporations, and financial markets centered around Wall Street allowed the US to maintain its economic influence worldwide. The Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 made the US dollar the standard for global trade. The rise of multinational corporations like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and General Electric expanded American influence overseas. Free trade agreements such as NAFTA facilitated cross-border trade and economic expansion. Despite its dominance, the US faces challenges such as national debt, income inequality, and global competition from rising economies like China and India. The question remains, will America continue to lead, or will new economic powers rise to take its place? The 2008 financial crisis exposed weaknesses in the banking system, leading to regulatory reforms. The increasing reliance on outsourcing and automation is reshaping the job market. The transition to a digital and green economy could redefine America's economic future. As we look ahead, the future of America's economy is shaped by new challenges and opportunities. Emerging technologies, environmental concerns, and shifting global dynamics will determine whether the U.S. remains the world's economic leader. Artificial intelligence, automation, and robotics are set to transform industries, requiring new job skills and education systems. The transition to clean energy, including investments in solar, wind, and electric vehicles, could create new economic opportunities. The rise of decentralized finance, DeFi, and blockchain technology may change the global financial landscape. Geopolitical shifts, including competition with China and regional trade alliances, will play a significant role in economic stability. While challenges lie ahead, America's history of resilience and innovation suggests it will continue to adapt and grow. The next chapter of its economic journey is yet to be written. From factories to Silicon Valley, from Wall Street to global trade, America's economic rise is a story of innovation, resilience, and transformation. The future remains unwritten, but one thing is certain: America's economic journey is far from over. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this.